Hello there! In this video, me and Preston are going to be reacting to Conquest Reimagined Pre-Alpha Campaign Introduction. I don't know why I said the whole title like a crackhead then. That was pretty weird. But basically, it's a reimagining and a remaster and a reboot, kind of Lord of the Rings Conquest from 2009, which, if you're familiar with it, or maybe you won't be familiar with it, because it was kind of like a cult classic. I was obsessed with it. It was basically like a Star Wars Battlefront of the Lord of the Rings universe, basically, or the Lord of the Rings lore, Lord of the Rings world. They did announce that they were making a new one at some point soon, but I think I'm fairly certain that's going to be based on the Rings of Power TV show, which I'm not interested in at all. So to see this, a fan-made reimagining taking place of the original great original game is, you know, really, really brilliant. They dropped this, I think, 11 days ago. This, I suppose it's a trailer. I don't really know what to expect. But yeah, I'm going to react to it and we'll see. And I do believe that they've released some kind of pre-alpha game test that you can download as well. But we'll see. We'll have a look at that at the end of the video. Just get pressing in. Hello.
Hello.
You're doing your intro too. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Are you at 0-0?
Yup. It was muted. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Full screen it. 1440p. Oh! Oh my god, the graphics, bro.
Hey.
All right, this is fan made.
Look at it.
Greetings, Middle Earth fans.
I didn't expect that voice.
Abigail Carey, and I'm one of the lead voice actors.
Voice actor.
Reimagined. Today, everyone at Team White Council.
Whoa! It's in Unreal Engine 5, I think. I don't know what that means, but it looks amazing.
Whoa! Look at the mountains.
Of the final gameplay. And is subject to change.
Oh my god.
I should say to anyone watching this, they said it's all going to be free. Oh my god, Preston!
Look at the arches.
Look at just the graphics, the light.
And accomplish multiple tasks.
It's like a
experimental mode will be for key areas.
Yeah, well, terrifying
like
eyes, faces.
So you can take a visit and find out more about the lore of your most beloved locations from Peter Jackson's films. In this mode, you are to complete multiple side quests.
Multiple side quests.
Main quest to
I like them banners.
Of Helm's Deep.
Oh, so in the introduction then.
Also seeking developers
So it's like the introduction mode.
Whoa.
I hope loads of people react to this because it needs clout. It needs people to see it.
So they can.
Oh my god, look at that throne.
Production.
I think the Rohirrim are the most drippy of them all. They're the most Anglo-Saxon.
Whoa.
Preston's like, oh, a bird!
No, yeah.
When fleeing to Helm's
Birds,
Deep.
actually.
Throughout the prologue, you are exposed to the horrors and devastation left in the wake of the orcs. You were separated from the rest of the refugees whilst fleeing Edoras. You were left to find your way to Helm's Deep through the dangerous landscape of the West.
So can we play this?
Now teeming with orc raiding parties.
Dramatic. Whoa.
Oh, can you imagine? Imagine playing this from the Auric High perspective, with that bloody For-Honor Ram chant going on as well, or that Rome chant. Oh my god, the voice actors sound quite good.
After the prologue, you finally end up in Helm's Deep. The men and women.
It's just. Oh, they've used the same icons.
Yeah.
The arrow icons.
The little yellow.
Let's go give Officer Garwine a visit.
Garwine. Original music, isn't it? Because they wouldn't be able to use
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted. I love that. Look at this scale armor on this Rohirrim on the right, though. Just the detail is superb.
Yeah.
The blonde beards.
Your witch has come.
You can decide if you want to start with the main quest.
Ooh.
Oh, they use the old circles as well. They used to have that as well, didn't they? Around objectives.
And capture points.
I think it is best we leave this guy alone and go along with the main quest.
This guy looks like a fucking idiot. Let's leave him alone.
Forget about him.
For this quest, We are sent to the armory to pick up ammunition to resupply the barrels for the
Oh, that's
looming
cool.
battle ahead.
That's very immersive.
What is this? Legolas's dagger.
Ah, wicked.
We have decided to add secrets to this game mode.
Ooh.
Secrets,
There are
precious.
secrets scattered all around Helm's Deep.
You know, if this becomes co-op, I'm just gonna follow you around crouching, doing a Gollum voice. What
you
is
can't-
it?
I'll hide.
I'll hide. It'll be like a challenge.
We have also
Jump
decided
scare
to
Preston
add a
challenge as
first-person
Gollum.
camera mode
First
that
person.
can be toggled
Ooh.
on
I
or
wonder if
off.
that'll be active
It
in
will
combat.
only be available for the exploration
No,
of the
yeah,
key
that
areas
answers
from
it.
the movies.
Thank you,
Yeah.
woman. Thanks for explaining.
Oh look, another hidden secret.
Gandalf!
Gandalf's staff.
Gandalf.
Rivals. We got people in my comments saying, "No, that's Gandalf the Grey. That's Gandalf the White Staff." I always held on that corner on Conquest all the time.
Is that your
Nice.
golden corner?
Oh, look at the
One
distance,
of the
man.
numerous quests.
Looks so good.
Let's go to the
You
store
can't see.
and see what he has for us.
Oh, where was it? Is it Mirkwood? No, it's not Mirkwood. Lothlorien.
Where?
The Ents. In the extended edition, you can sort of see from Helm's Deep from that perspective. You can see the Ents forest there,
Could you?
but you couldn't in that one. Just in a few
Caves inside
few
Helm's
angles.
Deep
Yeah.
are one of the largest locations we have
Whoa.
added. This would be a
Stalactites.
great place to make our final stand.
It's cool that they've got like
Weird.
sort of committed voice actors, and this chick sounds like Lydia from Skyrim, really. Why are you laughing at that? She does.
She
Why are you
does.
laughing more at that? She does.
That's why it's funny.
Stop laughing!
Maybe it's the voice actor. You don't know.
Wow. Just
Wow.
look at how beautiful the
Yeah, so
landscape
out
is.
there-
Very nice.
In the extended, you do see the Ents forest.
Dreamy.
Maybe not straight from Helm's Deep though. Maybe
Let's
it's a bit
have
round
a
the
chat
corner.
with
I
his
don't know.
royal guard.
Royal Guard.
This is the Great Horn.
The beacons are lit.
The Horn of Helm Hammerhand. The very stone of the mountain is a part of it.
Part of
When
it.
it sounds in the deep, even the boldest of our foes
Salted
will
pork.
fear in their hearts.
We will now be going up
I'm
to
quoting
the highest
Gimli.
point of the Helm's Deep
I like how
fortress.
in the battle they left
The
Gimli
horn of
at the
Helm
back just to
Hammerhand
blow the
is
horn.
wonderful and
He didn't go down the hill with
Yeah.
them on the horses. He was like, "I'm on horn duty, boys."
Ooh.
Press E, goddammit!
Ooh.
Bet their neighbours
So
are getting a bit
good.
pissed off.
Yeah.
They're blowing that fucking horn again! Turn it off!
The horn of Helm Hammerhand's
I've had enough.
works. The blasts of this ancient horn will be sure to make the enemy shiver.
The light and everything's just
We shall
stunning.
now speak to Officer Garwine once again.
The closest
as
thing
we
is
prepare
obviously
for the
Shadow of War
oncoming
graphically.
forces of Isengard.
Yeah.
But it has a different vibe to it. Oh! Look at the arm. That looks like Eltariel's armor from Shadow of War,
Yeah.
doesn't it, really?
It actually does.
I love that they're
The
using...
little icon bottom right.
They're either using... Yeah, the icon at the top left. I was just saying that. They're using the same icons.
We shall
Or very
prevail
similar.
through
Look
the
at them.
night.
These nutters.
Get him. She commanded them there.
I don't think there's... If we can download... Mate, 7 minutes went fast.
Yeah, that was 7 minutes.
It
not
felt
feel
like
7
20
minutes.
seconds.
I thought we got.
Show me more! Blow the horn again!
I checked. I was like, I think it's only been 2 minutes.
I'm gonna rewatch it, but without the sound, or with the sound low. So I don't even know. That trailer really makes it seem like it's not Conquest at all in a way, because I was reading a brief description of it, and it was saying that it's like a. This woman's putting me off now, so. So I'm gonna just mute it temporarily, because it definitely isn't a part of Conquest. So I wonder if it's just using Conquest as a rough base, and building upon it. I'm fine with that. Anything that looks this good, if it's lore friendly to Lord of the Rings, I don't give a toss. I'll play it. I would play for this. I would play for this. I would play for this. I would if this becomes like a flesh out game. They can't charge money for it because they'll get sued. But I think it's New Line Cinema that owns it. But they should definitely do. I don't even know if they could do a crowdfunder. Probably not specifically for the game, but if they were to do a crowdfunder, just be like, oh, can I have some money, please, for other things, and then put that money into this, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know how it works. Yeah. But I know it's a very, it's a spotty territory.
Weird.
But I would pay for, even if it's just a tiny like thing where it's just like one mission. Do you remember the PT demo? If it just ended up being like a demo thing like that, where you just have a short segment. At the very least, it'll give New Line Cinema or whoever owns Amazon, I suppose Amazon, whoever owns Lord of the Rings now, give them a kick up the arse to make some fucking good games of Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Because you see so many...
Shadow of War, really.
Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, brilliant,
Recently.
But there's so much more to flesh out. Just the only key thing is, do not fucking base it on Rings of Power. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
You base it on the events, but not on the TV show. Base it on the books. But there's so much that they could flesh out. And even if they don't take this game very far, I would hope that they will, but even if they don't take this game very far, it just shows the... potentially it'll scare... I don't even know who would own the rights to a Lord of the Rings game anymore, if it would be New Line Cinema or Tolkien Society or anything like that. But it would make them think, one... we've got to do it before fans do it, and two, let's make some money on it, because it's so sought after.
Very profitable.
Like just like minor stories. Like I would love to see, you play as like a normal Rohirrim moving up the ranks or something. It doesn't have to be something where you're playing as Aragorn.
Like sort of Bannerlord,
your hero kind of doesn't matter in a way,
yeah.
and is on the sidelines and not necessarily at the forefront of everything, and maybe not even a part of the main battles, but maybe as part of like the original Fall of Osgiliath or something. Stuff like that would be brilliant, and a game like this really sets that into perspective. I think, yeah, exactly, yeah, precisely. But I don't want to wait for this, but because it's a fan thing, it will be a trickle in sort of thing, won't it? Yeah,
long time.
The only hope we have to help it really is to just get it loads of clout, because it deserves it. I don't know how long they've been working on this, but it's fucking extraordinary.
They must have been doing it for quite a while now.
It's absolutely It's and you can tell it's made by proper Tolkien fans, because like just to stick like little secrets in like Legolas's dagger and stuff. And it's been a while since I've watched Two Towers. I say a while, it's been like 9 months. I watch it like twice a year, really, but it's been a while for me, so I don't remember these bits exactly, but it seems pretty fucking accurate. Maybe not to... I don't even know what they're basing it on. Are they basing it on the Conquest Helm's Deep, or are they basing it on the film Helm's Deep? Because it seems a lot like they're basing it on Conquest Helm's Deep. The layout's exactly the same, really, isn't it?
Basically.
You know Conquest more than me, because you've recently played it. So Preston, I've been telling Preston, this little dwarf in the party with me right now. I've been telling... You're 5 foot tall. I've been telling... 5 foot flat. I've been telling... I need tiptoes, maybe. High heels. I've been telling Preston about Lord of the Rings Conquest for ages, and he picked it up on an old on Xbox 360, because it's impossible to find on PC now. Well, everyone that wants to play it gets the struggle, because you had loads of people commenting saying, "How did you get this game? Please send me the link." Not knowing that he was on Xbox 360.
CEX.
Yeah, but I've completely lost my train of thought now, actually. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's Preston's experience. Preston's new to Conquest, but it's very fresh in his mind. And I played it a bunch when this was never in Conquest, like this far back. But I played it a bunch when I was younger. And this looks like it's not made in the Frostbite engine, but it's made in the Unreal Engine. But it does look like Battlefront 2 if it was Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Because
what are heroes in this game?
See, that's the interesting thing about it is I don't even know what they're going for. Are they going for? Because reading the description, it sounded like they were going for a fan-made remake. I thought just a graphical remake, really, of
That's what it
Conquest.
sounded like, but then they've added like side quests,
Their own stuff.
main quests.
Maybe it's just to make. Maybe I don't know if it's a legal thing to make it seem like they can't get in trouble if they've added their own stuff or whatever. But I don't know. But I would like to see that.
More immersive.
Who knows?
Get ready before a fight.
Well, yeah, maybe the fight stuff isn't there yet. So most of Conquest, there's no walking about segments in. Oh yeah, that's probably what it is actually. There's no walking about segments in Conquest, is there? It's just battles.
Yeah.
So maybe they've not designed the combat in this yet. So maybe they made their own little segments, like finding secrets and stuff.
Yeah.
That they could. Oh, you can see some soldiers training in the bottom right where I'm at right now. That they could showcase the engine and what the game would look like in the engine, without having to show combat. Because on the wall, the segment on the wall, you don't actually. There's no combat, is there? It's just
walking about and watching.
Yeah, it's very cool though. That's all that this needs to be. But I would think that they'd put heroes in. But it's cool that
they would have to. Wonder what the voice actors would be like.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, because they didn't seem amateur. They seem at least semi-professional. They didn't seem bad. Like I remember doing Skyrim mods. When I would review Skyrim mods, and sometimes it would say on the mods, "Oh, we've got our own voice actors," and then you go on it, and it'd be someone voicing like a king of Whiterun or something, and they'd be talking like this, and it just wasn't.
About Nightbird about hello.
Yeah, like your Destiny mic. It just sounded like they put the mic up their rectal cavity or something, and then spoken to it. But no, they're really good at this. You don't hear much. You only hear the two front guards and then the woman.
But they don't sound like Skyrim voice actors for the mods.
Yeah.
After the
armor looks so good, man.
You finally end up in Helm's Deep. The men and women.
Really, I wonder if they'd be able to play as Gandalf in the charge, because you just.
Yeah, they did show that actually. Yeah, because at Conquest you just play it from the wall, don't you? Yeah.
And you just watch the rest of the night the movie for them.
Yeah, or even play as Éomer, because Gandalf don't really fight in that bit. He just shoots his big.
That's what I wish they did in Conquest when they're all going down the bridge.
That's the problem with Conquest, is you could never put something like that in a game, in that kind of game, at least not back then. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Like Skyrim was the most ambitious game back then.
And amazing for its time.
It was brilliant, yeah, and Conquest was brilliant. But you could never put, and it's like why the areas are much smaller and the play counts are much smaller on the old Conquest, because nothing could handle it. But now,
especially 360.
Yeah, especially PS3. But now, if that's the most, if you want to become a terrorist, don't learn how to make bombs in C4 and everything. Just run an intensive game on a PS3, and it's a bomb. It will blow up. But yeah, it's now finally, just about now, we've caught up to the point where we can actually put massive battles like we see in the films in games, like Bannerlord and in Valhalla and Kingdom Come and stuff like that. It's finally catching up to that point, and finally developers are not so much riding the dick of graphics and are now focusing on mechanics and pushing the game. Well, most are, not Call of Duty obviously, but they're not even focusing on pushing anything forward anymore. They're just remaking the old.
We finished one of the numerous.
I saw a comment on one of the videos and it said that the in-law ghost died, but apparently the new game's a different universe. I don't know if he was waffling.
It's multiverse. It's Call of Duty multiverse.
And the comment was like, "Oh no, this is actually just a different universe."
Yeah. What the? Oh, Thanos is gonna pop up at the end and fight fucking Makarov. In fact, Makarov's gonna ride Thanos' shoulders to battle. There's no juggernauts in it. It's just Thanos's.
Yeah, Thanos's and the zombies.
Yes. But yeah, it's. I think the best thing about this is seeing the potential of it with modern mechanics and technology to. I can't imagine we'd see like battle of like the charge of the Rohirrim at the end of Return of the King or anything in a fan-made game, but it will be interesting to see where it goes. Just the mountains look amazing, like the scope of the mountain.
They do, just all of the background elements.
Yeah, like back on old Conquest, there were no mountains really. There was mountains off in the distance that you couldn't actually interact with, and then there was just like badly textured hills nearby. They couldn't sort of scope they couldn't get the textures of a mountain in scope because they were just so grand. But now you see a lot of the time, again, Valhalla and Odyssey and loads of games, you see it's really brilliant how they design it. But yeah,
it is. Oh, beautiful games.
Beautiful games. Alright, hang on, wait, Preston.
What?
Go to 718. Go to 718 or 717.
Yeah.
You can see Gandalf at the front. You can see Gandalf at the front. If you pause it, you can see a white figure at the front. So that must mean he's going to be in the game. Ideally, that's what they're aiming for. But you can definitely see Gandalf
You
there.
can. At the front. Very hard to see, but yeah.
Or there's just another white hobo. But I don't know why. Maybe he's not leading them. Maybe they're chasing him. They're kicking the last hobo out of Rohan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks absolutely brilliant. It doesn't seem. I don't think that the Conquest Helm's Deep was that far off of the film Helm's Deep. Again, it's been a while since I watched Two Towers.
No.
But,
Yeah. Pretty sure it's very, as accurate as could be.
but this one looks basically like the film. The only thing I can think of is if there was any there was some camps, I think. Behind the deeping wall, behind that long wall, there was some camps or tents or something, I think, but I can't really.
On what?
In the film. So behind that wall that gets blown up.
Might be.
Maybe not, because I've seen it in Battle for Middle-earth 2 as well, and there wasn't that, but I don't know, that's not the film, is it? But the point is, it looks very fucking accurate. Helm's Deep's not really that big of a fort, really, if you think about it, but it's a very efficient fort.
Yeah.
It's very
Good
efficient
fort.
fort. I love
Gimli in this game.
Yeah. Toss Gimli. Press E to toss Gimli. Don't tell the elf. I love from 6:15, just this camera pan around. Well, mainly 6:20 actually. That's just stunning. That looks like film.
Yeah, very good.
So it'll be very interesting to see where they want to go with it, though. To whether or not they're trying to remake Conquest, which would be simpler, or if they're trying to make their own game. I do think they need to decide what they're going to do with it from the start, rather than just sort of go back and forth with it. If you want Conquest and just slight improvements or make it a kind of RPG experience, great. But I think just as some feedback for the developers, it needs to be decided, in my opinion, that is what they're going for.
Undecided on what you're doing.
Well, they've got to optimize the time loads as well, because every little thing, I'm not a developer so I don't know, but every little thing will take so long with a small team. So they got to focus on, I think maybe they should focus on some of the big environments and some of the most recognizable environments. Rather than doing it chronologically, they should do this, and then maybe they should do the Moria Balin's Tomb, stuff like that, and just make a few of these missions that people can play first before they do the whole thing, so that YouTubers make videos out of it, and it gets loads of hype.
It's like a first-hand experience.
And ideally, they can get some kind of crowdfunding going or something for it, but because otherwise, I can't imagine it'll go that massive if they're working for free. They deserve money for it, really.
You'll need money, because then people will not do it.
Even if they do it through some merchandise, which is completely related to something else, they don't have to say it's for this, but it can obviously go to this. That's what Star Wars
on YouTube or not?
Say again.
What did Star Wars Theory do? I'm saying, could they use ads on this? Or not
they could use ads, but how much money is that going to make? I mean, I told you earlier, Preston. So I mean, it's got under 300,000 views, so it's certainly not going to pay for modders and developers and stuff. Star Wars Theory. So when he made his fan films, he made that Vader fan film, and he's doing episode 2. He takes donations, but not under the name of that. He just takes it for his whole channel, and then sort of tells everyone, what the money's going to be going into. They should do this. I think videos like this are very important. They need to do a bunch of this stuff to gain clout. Usually, I can't stand YouTube. Usually, but I'm glad YouTube showed me this.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, as I said before, it really shows how lazy they're being with the Lord of the Rings world, because we've got Return to Moria, it's an interesting game. You know that dwarf one?
Yeah, Yeah.
Interesting, but then they said procedurally generated, which is fucking
Yeah, so I was going to bring up that's
ridiculous.
like the opposite of what Minds of Moria is.
Yeah, that was the opposite of why would you make a Lord of the Rings game? Not this game for anyone watching, but there's another game called Return to Moria, and they're making it procedurally generated. If you have the rights to Middle Earth, you should be putting Middle Earth stuff in, not have a copy and paste.
Yeah, it's weird that they've done that.
Very strange.
There's loads of Lord of Minds of Moria, isn't there? That could,
loads of stuff. Yeah, Balin's Tomb, and they could put like they could put loads of it. They could put the Armory of Moria and all that stuff. And it may be in there, but I don't know. Procedurally generated stuff just is less interesting.
What are games that are generated like that? What are they called?
Procedurally generated games.
No, there was another game that I played that was like that.
Valheim?
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. Like it works for a game like that because it's loads of planets, it's loads of things.
It didn't work when it launched.
You don't. Anyways, it's loads of planets.
No, but the procedural generated stuff was bad when it launched. Now it's good, but yeah. But the point is, my point anyway is that this game is sort of showing up. Showing up the official Middle Earth games. It's embarrassing them, really.
Yeah.
Very cool. Shall we end it there and then go and download that?
Yeah. How does it work? Is it just a mod for Conquest itself, or do we not need Conquest?
I don't know. I'll turn.
Let's find out.
Well, I'll do it while the video's still running, in case anyone's curious. It's on ModDB. I don't think anyone uses ModDB usually, but right. So here's. In fact, I can probably I can pull this up for the window capture. Actually, have you clicked the link? Click the fucking link.
I'm already on the link.
Click the link. Right. So this is the link that you can click in the description of that video. Conquest Reimagined is not just going to be a remastered version of the original Conquest, it is going to be a reimagined, reforged version of the game. New stuff will be added and some things will change to fit the up-to-date gaming industry. So I would hope that means mechanics and not like social agendas.
Yeah.
I don't think it means social agenda. Yeah. But the way that's worded is quite bad. What is Conquest Reimagined? Conquest Reimagined is a non-commercial fan-made project remastering and adding new features to the game Lord of the Rings Conquest. Developed by Pandemic Studios and published by EA in January of 2009. This game is still under development. Here's a list of the changes that will take action in our version of the game. Larger maps, more playable units, more factions, and more maps. So I think they're gonna make old maps too, but expand upon it probably.
Yeah.
We do not have an exact date on when this game will release. What about copyright? Completely free on release.
Oh.
I would still be worried about copyright infringement because they will not be happy about people making games like this.
It says new hero point system. Additional heroes.
I would think that would probably be based on Battlefront 2, if anything, or inspired by Battlefront 2. Because the original Conquest was very similar to Battlefront 2 of the time, so...
Oh, new game modes as well. Interesting.
We are introducing a new unit called the Defender Guardian class, who will wield a sword and a shield in combat. When he blocks, he is immune to arrows and magic, only from the front though. He'll be named Defender for all factions aside from Elvish faction. Guardian will only be applied to the Elvish faction. Will there be any gore? We plan to add gore to this game. Yes! We will allow...
What I'm talking about.
Yeah. Will there be any combat changes? Did you already read this? I don't know.
I don't know.
But, that's helpful, thank you. As well as add a cinematic execution system.
What does that mean? Like
finishes.
More executions?
I suppose so. Like a finisher. Will there be any new missions? Yes, there'll be. You're an idiot, Preston. There'll be multiple brand new missions. Because you didn't tell me which part of this you read, so.
You didn't tell me what part you read.
I started from the start and read through it. No, you didn't, because you talked about new characters when I was on the first paragraph. There's no new characters in the first paragraph.
That is on the first paragraph for me.
We both just cannot speak English. Paragraph. Paragraph. Mod support is... Right, shut up now. Mod support is planned, so we're getting a mod for a mod, basically. Will there be co-op mode for the campaign? We plan to add co-op to our campaign. So, luckily, Preston, you're going to be able to play the game on hardest difficulty for once. It'll be the first game Preston's ever completed on hardest difficulty, because I'll be there to hold his hand through it. Add co-op to our campaign. We're aiming for co-op to hold up to 8 players.
What?
Fucking hell. We are focusing on the single player for now, and after that we'll be focusing on co-op for the campaign. A full 12v12 multiplayer is also in the books. We cannot promise that it will be delivered. That would be very hard, because then you'd have to have your own servers, wouldn't you? Yeah, I suppose you will for co-op anyway, really.
Oh, they've got plans for new heroes on...
What will it even launch through, though?
Yeah, it's their own launcher.
It'll be their own launcher, probably, their own client, and they'll have to get their own servers, or people will have to buy their own servers. Maybe if they provided a link to a server hosting system through their client, and that people could buy, like, players, because they shouldn't really be putting up servers for us, like, if the game's free.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have... Oh, wait, they've got loads of screenshots.
I found some text.
Develop.
Wait, you can play as Frodo!
Thanks for the spoiler, bro.
Sam! Let's go.
The fucking Balrog! There's a lot of photos of the
I'm making
Balrog.
sure you play as everyone. Eh?
That Balrog is yoked. He is massive.
Where are these photos?
On ModDB. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ModDB usually, but it looks like a website out of 2005. But
Whoa. It does, like original YouTube. That Balrog ain't happy. Oh,
when was the last time you saw a happy Balrog? Ah, yes, that when I think of Balrogs, that's what I think of. Cheerful and always optimistic.
I think you're sarcastic look. And I've seen happy Balrogs.
You're little.
Me?
Some
when I played
artwork at the end.
Ooh. Very nice photos.
What's this? Is this a Rohirrim mage or something? Did Rohan even have mages? I don't remember mage class being on the road. I suppose they did, but
yeah.
No, I always thought
Probably
I always thought they were elves though. They always looked. I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
I always thought they were because on the Rohirrim missions it was like the elves came and helped them. I don't know. I can't really remember.
They popped out. It wasn't the Rohirrim side.
There's a few. Oh, it looks like there's going to be for the Auric sides. There's going to be some kind of explosive.
Oh
class.
yeah, I've just seen them. The not the torch guy,
the
but
stealth class.
Hammerhead. Oh, those stealth bats are well annoying. Oh, the Elder Charm looks very nice. Oh, Witch King sword. Oh, how's the Witch King gonna look?
Probably like the Witch King, Preston.
Don't listen to him. I really like the Witch King sword.
There's I don't even know what screenshot this is, what number it is, but there's one of a battle going on that looks brilliant. Oh, that is a really cool screenshot. That's brilliant. Anyway, we should probably end it here, shouldn't we? Because it's we've been doing it for half an hour. Don't say well again. We've got to end, Preston.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Right. Do I need to leave the party again to do an outro? I already did an intro on my own, Preston. I'll do an outro without you. You too. Don't make me do it.
Go ahead.
No, I won't actually do it. But yeah,
Exactly.
go and smash a like on their trailer. Everyone that sees
watch
this
their
video,
trailer.
because
Get their mod.
Yeah, get the mod, download the thing, smash a like on it, because this is really cool. But also support us and put a like on our videos as well. Thank you very much.
Don't forget that part.
Shut up, Preston. Bye bye.